So with the premiere of Amphibia Season 2, it's only logical that we'd be given a promo showcasing some of the events that will occur in the new season very soon. This is the best promo they've ever dropped for the show, real talk. The remix they had of the theme playing in the background of the whole promo was a bop and a half. The action sequences were animated so well, so much great things to say, so let's just get started. The promo begins with Hop Pop saying it's finally safe enough for he and his family to cross the valley to get to Newtopia, where the wisest newts reside. They're apparently Anne's best shot at getting home. Okay, so with the Calamity Box still being buried underground, presumably, it seems like Hop Pop does truly believe there could be another way for Anne to get home without the use of the box, hence why he thinks Newtopia is the next best shot. Of course, having the box itself should be more optimal in theory, but Hop Pop wants to play it safe where it can be a win-win situation for all the parties involved, which I can definitely respect. Anne also points out that maybe they'll be able to find Marcy while they're on the road to Newtopia, so I guess for the time being, she doesn't really consider Sasha to be one of her friends anymore. As the planners make their way outside the valley, Anne points out how majestic the surrounding areas look, but Hop Pop warns her to be careful because things can get really dangerous really fast outside the valley. For basically the rest of the promo, it's just a montage of short clips from episodes throughout the season with no dialogue. Some of these clips are borderline impossible to give proper analysis on without context, but I'm still going to cover all the clips that were in the promo regardless. First clip is of Polly underground getting chased by an Alaskan bullworm. I'm gonna guess this is from the episode Truck Stop Polly, since she's the only main character to appear in this clip. Plus, the premise of Truck Stop Polly is Polly trying to get the rest of the family to pay attention to her because she's feeling unappreciated. Maybe she decided to do some type of dangerous task underground in order to gain more respect from them. Next clip is Eggplant meets Alien. Anne is going for a sword tennis racket combo on this thing. My guess is this is from the first episode of the season, Handy Anne, because the premise of that episode is Anne trying to disaster-proof the farm so it won't be harmed while they're in Newtopia. So with this monster being made up of a vegetable grown on a farm, I think it's safe to say this will be the case. Here we see Leopold showing Anne some type of bubbly green substance in a barrel. Once again, this is probably from the first episode, since every episode following the first is going to be taking place on the road to Newtopia or in Newtopia. With Leopold being a resident of Wyrtwood, the first episode would be the only way these two could physically interact with each other, unless he's somehow out and about, but I don't know. And the stuff that's in the barrel could potentially be a way to help Anne disaster-proof the farm. Sprig falls down some ancient-looking pathway and Anne slides down to catch up with him. This is probably taking place in an episode where they're physically in Newtopia, since the design of the pathway and door remind me a lot of how the exterior of Newtopia looks. Next, we see Anne and the planters making a pit stop in a brand new town with a very miniature species of frogs making up the town's residents, and the town seems to have a very Wild West theme to it, with every frog wearing a cowboy hat and some of them having lassos too. The buildings in this town aren't even as tall as Anne. It's so adorable. This next extended clip is one big homage to Gravity Falls. Honestly, besides the Marcy debut episode, I think this is the episode I'm most excited for in Season 2. Gravity Falls is a borderline flawless cartoon to me, so for it to be playing this big of a role in Amphibia makes me so happy. The town Anne and them walk into is called Stony Gulch, a very similar name to Gravity Falls. They then walk into a wax museum with a bunch of different wax figures, so of course this will be from the episode titled Wax Museum. After looking around, Anne points out a statue of a frog version of Grunkle Stan. I heard Hirsch was going to be making a guest appearance this season too, so hearing Hirsch doing his Grunkle Stan voice again is going to be the best day ever. Hopefully, Amphibian Seuss is there too. The next few clips are just quick shots of the carriage on the road with various different backgrounds. All of these backgrounds look incredible, but just when they thought they were safe, they encountered a green Alaskan bullworm in the desert. Lord save them! The final boss of the farm also makes an appearance. He is like the Pumpkinator from Fairly Odd Parents, but organic. Again, likely from episode 1, where Anne is trying to disaster-proof the farm before they leave. Here we see Polly getting flung out of a truck going so fast, lightning begins to form around her body. This has to be from Truck Stop Polly. This has to be. The clip with her underground, that's iffy, but she's literally wearing a trucker hat here. Here we see Sprig accidentally activating some kind of frog-like Gundam. This is likely what was at the end of the tunnel that he fell into in the previous clip, considering the similar backgrounds. And upon closer inspection, this actually might be from the episode Wax Museum rather than a Newtopia-based episode, because the Gundam has the same frogfoot logo that Amphibian Grunkle Stan had on his hat. Plus, we all know how much secret tech was hiding under the Mystery Shack in Gravity Falls. If Matt Braley is truly going all out with Wax Museum, then having secrets under the museum wouldn't surprise me at all. Hop Pop doing some quick karate moves for the Western Frogs for whatever reason. Sprig Parker, Anne is over here channeling her inner Sova / Hanzo. I'm sure this is from the episode Anne Hunter, where Anne has to learn the true way to the hunter. Also, her arrow is glowing blue. Now, this really caught me off guard here. I didn't expect the pink newt / lizard to fight Sasha. I thought for sure we'd meet her once Marcy made her proper debut, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Maybe this is from the episode Toadcatcher, since Sasha is associated with Toad Tower. We'll see. Some kind of mutant bird somehow got inside the planner's cart and got a hold of Bessie. My guess is one of them picked up an egg to either keep as a souvenir or eat, but it hatched into that giant thing while they were in motion, thus scaring Bessie into her shell. Anne is in the forest hallucinating Sprig. God knows why. I have no idea what the hell's going on there. Once again, blue thought bubble. They must avoid the green Alaskan bullworm at all costs or all hope is lost. I guess while Amphibia was on hiatus, Anne was able to train herself to obtain observation hockey. So that's interesting. For a 7th grader, she's really got some impressive moves. Even the organic pumpkinator is impressed. Group hug, probably during the end of Truck Stop Polly, since Polly is the center of attention in this group hug. Also, it's night out, just like in the clip where she was flying out of the truck. Without a doubt, the smoothest clip in the whole promo in terms of animation. This high key might be part of the season 2 theme song, rather than being from an actual episode. Sasha is really looking like she has bloodlust here too, man. That memory loss theory with Grime taking advantage of her amnesia is looking more and more prominent each day. Also, Marcy silhouette holding the Calamity box while smiling? I might make a whole separate video about this, but I'm starting to think Marcy intended for them to go to Amphibia all along. She was the one to show Sasha the Calamity box in the first place via text. And I just love the idea of all these girls having conflicting ideologies and then seeing them clash. I'm sure they'll have to overcome this before the series is over in order to get home, but I can't wait to see how it's done. And of course, if it wasn't obvious enough already that Anne represents the blue gem on the Calamity box, her sword glows blue here. Anne equals blue, Sasha equals purple, and Marcy equals green. Final verdict. Polly seems very eager to get across whatever's on the other side of that log bridge. The sign is partially cut off, but it says the beam of Alliance? I know Alliance could maybe only be part of the word, but I'm not sure what the full word could be. It's tough to tell because it's cut off. Sad tall frog walks off into the sunset. Poor guy. Hot Pop reading the family a pop-up book called Fergus Frog. Of course, Polly is excited to see the weapon pop out of it. Anne Hunter bring home a big score for her hungry frog family to eat. I wonder what kind of creature she did in to get a piece of meat that huge. The Planner family escaping from the western town that's now on fire. Judging by the expression on his face, I'm guessing Hot Pop is the reason that place is in flames. I wonder how, though. The gang finally reaches the outskirts of Newtopia, and who better to greet them than the final human on Amphibia, Marcy. I know I said this already, but honest to God, dude, that was the best promo they've done for the show. I want to see how they could top this for the second half of season 2, because I'm guessing this promo was only covering the first half. And I think that just about does it for this video, though. If there's anything I might have missed out on / didn't elaborate enough on, let me know in the comments down below, or, you know, you could give me your general thoughts on how you think some of these episodes will pan out. I'd love to know your thoughts. Per usual, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, take care, bye-bye.